Coffee time with Officer Fox. Butt rammer.
So I was still a rookie officer. So it was back in 1989. I was about a month before I got off probation. You're on probation for about a year. And then so they basically let you go during your probation period for any reason whatsoever. So anyway, my partner took the night off. And so I was driving the Dodge Diplomat patrol car in the Central District. And an officer put out help the officer. He was in a fight up on Union Street. So Union Street's a big hill, and you can't see over the top of the hill, and you can't see the downside when you're coming down. So anyway, I'm driving. I'm screaming up to this help the officer call. And as I come over the top of the hill, the officer put out the call. It was actually 2 blocks past the top of the hill. Well, as I crested the top of the hill, there was a patrol car parked right in the middle of the street. And the only problem with that was there was a parked car, a patrol car parked in the street, and then another one parked in the street. And as I came over the hill, he put out the wrong location. So he was right at the top of the hill. So as I came over the top of the hill, there's a patrol car. And so I deep trunked the patrol car at about 40 miles an hour. And it ended up totaling both patrol cars. And again, I was close to a week. I think it was within a week of getting off probation. So that was not a good thing. So anyway, the 2 guys I deep trunked, they were both seasoned veterans. One had about 10 years on, the other one had about 2 years on. So anyway, we come up with a story about how the suspect ran in front of them and they had to stop and I couldn't stop. So anyway, our supervisor shows up and we're talking. So we tell him what happened and supervisor looks at us. And he goes, I'm going to get in my patrol car and I'm going to drive around the block. He goes, and when I come back, I don't want to hear this bullshit. So anyway, he leaves. I'm just like, I fucked up. It was my fault. So anyway, so he comes back. We tell him what happened. So anyway, I get written up for wrecking the patrol car, driving too fast for conditions, blah, blah, blah. I took a hit on my record. But anyway, we had a really great lieutenant. But he was a no-nonsense lieutenant. So anyway, I'm sitting in roll call a couple of days later, and he walks in, and he's telling us, hey, you guys got to quit wrecking these patrol cars. It's becoming a problem. So then he reaches behind his back, and he pulls out the Dodge Diplomat fender that I had been driving. He had gone down to Charles Street where they repair the patrol cars, and he had ripped the corner piece off of the Dodge Dip that I'd been driving. And he wrote on it, as you can see, it says butt rammer. It's got the date and it's got the car number. And it had a leather thong around it that came off one of our riot batons. As punishment, he made me wear that butt rammer around my neck at roll call for an entire week. And that would not happen this day and age anymore.
So for the audience, if you're watching the video version of this, you're going to see a picture. I'm going to include the picture of what he had to wear during roll call. And it's quite the ornament.